Waters was directed by Todd Haynes, and it features an ensemble cast of Hollywood's finest character actors, including Mark Ruffalo, Anne Hathaway, Bill Pullman, and Tim Robbins. Dark Waters tells the true story of Robert Billott, a lawyer who is asked to investigate a sinister link between a small town in Ohio that has had a number of unexplained deaths amongst its livestock. Many of its residents have died from forms of cancer and have delivered children with birth defects, and the connection between a very, very large and powerful corporation. And this film takes us through Robert's journey of getting justice for his family over a 20-year period. I am always fascinated with these types of films. Just like Spotlight and other true life stories, they are riveting to me. They are thoroughly entertaining, they are intriguing, and they are very, very engaging. What makes Dark Waters so intriguing for me was the fact that A, it's based upon a true story, but more importantly than that, this incident only happened 20 years ago. So the fact that it happened 20 years ago and we are only just hearing about it now is what makes it all the more shocking. And the fact that what corporations will do for profit at the expense of others is shocking to me. And what they will still do to this day, and still are doing, is shocking to me. Whilst the premise of Dark Waters sounds similar to something like Erin Brockovich, this is in nowhere near anything like Erin Brockovich. Dark Waters will not leave you with a warm feeling that Erin Brockovich did. If anything, it will leave you feeling scared and a bit bitter. One of the statistics that this film mentioned at the end credits was the fact that the poison that this corporation used on this town in Ohio, they said that it is in 99.9% of the world's population. So we pretty much all have it. But to what extent, who knows? Also, another thing that really got me was the fact that this corporation, in the end, paid out $670 million. And they make a net profit of $1 billion a year. So technically, over a 2-year period, they would have made their money back. And you really wonder, where is the justice in that? This film is intriguing. And as an audience member, we follow the synoptic viewpoint from Robert. His investigative process, sifting through the evidence, interviewing witnesses, finding out the truth about what happened and why this has been happening for so long. It is just gripping from start to finish. And it is that makes it all the more entertaining. And the fact that it's a true story will keep you gripped until the very end. I thought that the performances in this film were excellent. Mark Ruffalo gave an excellent performance as Robert, and it was so good to see him in a role outside of the Avengers. Even though he's now known as the Hulk, Mark Ruffalo is a brilliant character actor. The first time I saw Mark Ruffalo as an actor was in the excellent 2004 Collateral. And he is a brilliant character actor, and he adds a level of humanity to Robert. Anne Hathaway, as an actress, is always on fine support, and she was brilliant as the wife. And this film, Dark Waters, it doesn't only take us on the legal journey, but also on Robert's personal journey. We get to see the impact that this case has on his physical health, his emotional well-being, the toll that at times it can take on his marriage, and how we see Robert get fearful for his own safety. One snippet in the film, and that is also in the trailer, where Robert is in his car and he is fearful of turning the ignition for fear that it might blow up. And there are corporations that will go to these lengths to silence anybody who will step in their way. And also the rest of the supporting cast. Bill Pullman, as always, lent fine support. Tim Robbins was superb as the lawyer who was Robert's boss, and trying to make these guys do the right thing. The script was brilliantly written, and I guess it highlights what people were feeling and thinking about lawyers and how it is their job to do the right thing and fight for the little guy, and it comes across in the film. The cinematography in this film is gorgeous, and how it captures rural Ohio, that coupled with the soundtrack and the score, which is very, very bleak, very, very intimidating, and very, very scary at times, makes the film all the more riveting. As I said in the beginning, this film takes place over a 20-year period, and for me, one of the issues that I had was the fact that it can feel a bit hurried. And there are certain elements and storylines within the film that are put upon us that can seem a bit sudden. So you will see the film, lower title credits say 2001, and then it will all of a sudden jump to 2006. And then there are certain elements that will be forced upon us where it will come out of the blue, it will come out of left field. And as an audience member, you may not feel a level of empathy because there are characters that are mentioned in the latter half of the film. We don't see them in the middle half, we don't see them in the second act of the film, but we do see them in the first act. So there's a huge gap between those timelines and you don't feel anything for them and you think, really? That felt a bit hurried. And I felt that if these characters would have been included more within the narrative, you would have felt some type of sympathy for them. But on the whole, Dark Waters is a riveting watch from start to finish. What I thought was really, really cool is that the real life victims of this tragedy actually starred in this film. So this film added a human element to the film, not just a legal one. And your intrigue is only matched and heightened when you see this man sift through facts of the case and more details of the case are revealed. And you will be left astounded, you'll be left dumbfounded, and you'll be left bitter when you see just how many people were affected by this tragedy. But on the whole, this was a fascinating watch from start to finish. And this is one that I'm going to get on DVD. Well, I will give Dark Waters a very, very strong 9 out of 10. So, there you have it. That's my review. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit the alarm bell so you can get notifications from me when future videos will be coming out. And there will be so many more coming. And here's another question. Mark Ruffallo starred in 2 true life films, Spotlight and Dark Waters. If you've seen both, which one was your favourite? Leave your comments in the comment section and I shall see you on the next film review. Take care.